Let's get started. Now, I think we're gonna leave the sweater on until we get warmed up because it's fucking cold. I got out of that car, hella freezing. So we're gonna warm up for maybe 2 sets and then we'll take off the sweater and then unveil the pump. Now we're gonna be starting off with the assisted pull-up machine, but you guys already know how I like to do it. I'm gonna put a 45 on here so that way we don't have to use the pad. I like the angle of these bad boys here, so I'm gonna be using these handles. This is our first set, which is body weight. Hope for the best. And just like that, it turns into a regular pull-up station. Let's do it. That wasn't too bad. Let's do a quick little pause set with this bad boy. You hit it for hopefully 2 to 3 more. We'll have to see. That felt pretty good though. That felt pretty good. What I like about the angle about these is it keeps both of my lats activated, which is exactly what I'm looking for, man. All right, let's hit this bad for hopefully 2 more. We should be good. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead and maybe do one more just like that, and then we might drop set it a little bit with some assistance. I think that might be good for the second one. I'm gonna take a 2-3 minute breather and then we'll get started. Time for our second one. I'm kind of thinking this one might just be just body weight. And then our third one's gonna be assisted. I was kind of thinking about maybe drop setting it, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think I'm gonna just try to pump out as many as I can. And then once it comes to our third set, that's when it's gonna be a little assisted. I think that's the game plan. Let's go from there. Let's do the second one and try to match the same reps, which was around 7 to 8. So I'm hoping for the best here. All right. We're pausing that, man. We said probably 2 to 3 more. You know, that wasn't too bad. It felt a little wobbly, but I think it still was a successful one. I almost couldn't say the word. All right, let's do assisted now. Hope for the best. That's our last one. We're gonna just get, I think, 25 pounds of assistance. Nothing too crazy. Okay. Let's pause at that a little bit. All right, let's do it. That's it. There's our crossbody work now to finish up lats. We're done with this section. Okay, let's go ahead and do our crossbody work now. I think we're gonna do either, I think we can do 160. Let's give that a try and hope I don't regret this. But we're gonna be starting off with our left hand, and you guys already know, whatever we get here, we match on this side. All right, I'm gonna set up. Let's get started, man. I think we're gonna take out the mighty purple belt to stabilize this a little bit more. Oh, I'm gonna give myself maybe 10, 15 seconds, and then we'll try to replicate the same thing on our right hand. That felt pretty good though. That felt pretty good. Today's going by pretty fast, which is nice. I think it's because there's not too many people here, so we're gonna be able to move around pretty freely, which is nice. Okay, let's switch the song real quick, and then we'll start up on our right. All right, let's match it. Now, what's kind of nice about doing almost half the stack is when you go up, it kind of just pulls you, which is pretty nice because I don't really have to push myself up. I kind of just let myself get dragged up. It's kind of fun. Okay, let's do one more. I think we're gonna drop down a little bit, and we're gonna do, I think 150 for our second one. I'm gonna take a 2-3 minute breather, and we'll go ahead and get started. Okay. Let's do our second and final set for lats. We're gonna do 150. So what we did is we just put a 5 on top of the stack, and I'm just kind of hoping that doesn't fall while we're doing our set. We'll have to see. All right, let's try to get as many as we can on our left, and you guys already know whatever we get here, we match on our right. Now, at least it fell towards the end. That's a good thing. All right, let's do this one after we take a 10-15 second break, man. Okay, let's try to put it in between the stack again and hope for the best. Okay. Let's match it. It should be around 8 to 9. Good thing it fell towards the end. Let's go ahead and let's do some lower back work. I think because we have a little bit extra time, we're gonna do one arm at a time. You guys already know when we do that, we start out with our left hand, and whatever we get there, we do our right side. We'll have to see. Okay, let's hope for the best here. Now, depending on these, if it's a little bit too slippery, I might switch over to maybe some other ones, some other straps. We'll have to see. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's match on right now. I hope for the best here. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. I think we can do one more just like that. Let's go ahead and let's do our second one. Let's finally start off. I think we can do the same weight. Let's start with our left hand again. I think worst case scenario, we drop it a little bit or we toss it. We'll have to see. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Let's do this. Let's try to replicate on our right now. I think we got around 7-8, which is pretty good. I think we might either do something with the low row or maybe something with the dumbbells. Last time we did dumbbells, I don't know, it felt pretty good. So we might do that. We'll have to see. All right, let's do our right side. Nice. Okay. That wasn't too bad. I think we might do something with the dumbbells. I think that'll be pretty good. We tried it last time. I got a pretty good stretch. I think we're gonna try to go for either 70s or 75s. The last time we did 65, and it felt pretty good. So let's clean up here, and let's go do the other side, and then we're done with back. See you guys in a bit. Let's go ahead and do some rows. I think we're gonna try out the 70s, so we can get a solid amount, at least anywhere from 6 to 10. Is a rep range that we're going for. I think it should be manageable. Last time we tried 65, I think on our second or third set, and it didn't feel too bad. So we'll have to see right now how it feels. If it feels a little bit on the lighter side, we'll go up a little bit. Not sure just yet. Let's try this out though. I think the biggest thing about this is the whole setup, man. I have to get on this whole fucking thing and just set up. Let's grab the weights. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. I'm thinking we might go down a little bit to 65 and see how that goes. Let's put these back and grab the other ones. I'll see you guys in 2-3 minutes once we start our second set. Let's set up for our second one here. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a back view. I can't talk, man. Okay, I think we can do a solid, I won't say 6 to 10. I'm feeling confident at least in that. Now, whether it's gonna be 6, whether it's gonna be 7, whether it's gonna be 8, maybe 10, anywhere around there, I'll be pretty happy. We'll see how this goes. Wish me luck here. I think one more just like that. Holy shit. I think we can do 65 again for at least a solid 6 to 8. I'm gonna take a 2-3 minute breather and then we'll start up again. Okay, let's hope the 65 treats me right for the last one. Let's end up back pretty strong here. You know, I'm feeling pretty energized, surprisingly. We have like 1,500 calories to play with once we get home, so it's quite a bit. I think I didn't really spread out my meals as good as I wish I did because I kind of took 2 naps this morning. Once when I woke up and then once kind of midday. So it's kind of like that. All right, let's go ahead and get maybe 6, 8. We'll have to see. Ah. That wasn't too bad. Let's go ahead and do some front delt work. We're done with back. That was pretty good. Let's go ahead and do some shoulders. We're going to do these bad boys for 2 sets. And then we're going to grab the cable sacks and do some lateral raises. How I usually like it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's the weekend, but I can't form proper sentences today. I can't talk. I'm going to warm up a little bit on my shoulders before we start something. I'm going to grab the 45s, then maybe the 50s. And I think our working set is going to be 65. I think I'll be pretty good. Let's grab the 45s, or maybe the 40s. Let's grab the 40s, warm up a little bit. I think I'm going to do the warm-ups, and then I'll see you guys for the top set. We did 2 warm-ups. Left shoulder's feeling a little wonky, but I think everyone has a little bit of some shoulder issues here and there. I think we'll be fine. Now, in between sets, sometimes I like to get on Instagram or on TikTok. Let me show you guys what just popped up on my feed. Had me laughing here to myself. Look at this thing. Hopefully it grabs so you guys can see. Give me 1 sec. Look at this thing. It's so dumb. You guys can pause it, but in between sets, I'm sometimes laughing. Okay, let's take the 65s for a ride and hope for the best here. We're just gonna do 2 sets of these. I'll see you guys once we do some side delt work. Let's see how this one goes. We'll set up here. All right. Let's try to get as many as we can. That wasn't too bad. Let's drop down for a second one. I think we're gonna do 60s. I'm gonna take a 2-3 minute breather and then we'll start up again. There it goes. Now, we're gonna do something a little bit different, but nothing that's new. We've already done these before. We're basically gonna be sitting here kind of sideways, doing some side delt work. Nothing too crazy. It's nothing you guys haven't seen before. Or maybe for some of you, it's a little bit new. But I think we're going to start off with either 20s or 25s. I really wish the gym had 20s. I mean 22.5s, but they kind of don't. So we're gonna have to move between the 25s and 20s. I say we start off with the 25s. If it feels too crazy heavy, we'll move down to the 20s. And then worst case scenario or best case scenario is what I mean. We'll do 25s. We'll get a solid 6 to 8, and then we'll drop set a little bit with the 20s. That's best case scenario. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. When it comes to this angle, man, this thing feels hella difficult, even with just a little bit of weight. Yeah, those. Yeah, it's way more difficult. Let's move down. Let's try 20s. Yeah, that's good. I should have done a better job strapping this thing. Let's get the same on our right. God. That felt hard as hell, man. And the angle felt a little bit weird. I think we might just stick to some of these, to be completely honest. Now, I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a pause set. Let me go grab the other 20s, and then we'll hammer them out like this. Oh, nice. Okay. I think we're gonna do 2 more just like that. I'll see you guys once we do some rear delt work. That's all rear delt work. I'm thinking we're gonna try out 20 kg, see how that goes. If it feels a little bit on the lighter side, maybe I'll go down. We'll have to see, man. I'm not sure. Nice. I wish I didn't have so much things going on here. It's obviously kind of annoying, but whatever. What the hell? You know, that wasn't too bad. I want to say we got at least a solid 6. I'm pretty happy with that. That's my channel right now. I think I have this little pinch on my trap. So every time I kind of do this one and it goes this way, I think it kind of contracts my trap for some reason. It kind of hurts around this area. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe I just slept wrong, or maybe I sleep wrong like every single night. But I do have a tendency of kind of sleeping on my head in the mornings during my nap, so that might kind of add to my discomfort. Okay, let's try to get 6 on all right. Hope for the best too. I don't think it should be a problem though, because you guys already know this is my stronger hand. Okay, that wasn't bad. All right, for our last two, I think we're gonna do 15 kg plus a 5 pounds. There's gonna be a little bit of a drop in weight, but nothing too crazy. So that way you can still have that intensity. Okay. I'm gonna see you guys for the pose down up next. I'm gonna finish 2 more of these. See how it goes. Let's go ahead and see what kind of damage we did, man. Today was a good day. It was a pretty fast one, honestly. I didn't even get to sweat too much because it's been pretty cold. And I want to say maybe not these past couple of days, but this whole week, it's been harder for me to sweat. And when I do sweat, I get extra cold because when the wind hits me, it's kind of like I'm damp. So I get a full force of the cold breeze. So it's not too fun. It's not too fun. But thankfully, we didn't sweat too crazy much, even though it was still a crazy day today. We still went hard. It's kind of one of those days, man. It's one of those days where the body just doesn't want to sweat. I don't think I'm going to question it. Anyways, let's go ahead and do a quick pose down. It's the weekend, man. We're gonna get home, eat something. We have around 1,500 calories to play with, so we have quite a bit of food to indulge in before we go to sleep. Anyways, let's see how things are looking. There it goes. Nice. 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 Let's take a look at the side now. The fan's kind of hitting me, so it feels a little bit cold right now. Nice. 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 Let's take a look at the back now. You relax a little bit, and then we'll do that one more time. Nice. Okay. I think that's it. We're about to do a little bit of cardio to end off the session so we can meet our daily requirement of 13K steps. And this whole week has been a good one. We've been hitting some PRs in some of the workouts and some of the muscle groups, which has been nice. That means we're progressing, which is a good sign, man. Which is a good sign now. It's not always like that. You guys already know. Sometimes it's a little bit harder. And sometimes there's been weeks where I would go and I wouldn't have a PR of any sort. You kind of have to just keep trying, man. You have to just keep trying. Anyways, this was a good one. Hopefully this upcoming week, we have a week just like this one, where everything felt pretty good. Hopefully you guys had a good week as well. And it was a good one for you guys too, and you hit some PRs. I know it's a little bit harder sometimes, but sometimes life gets in the way. Stress and everything like that can get in between some of the lids, but try to overcome it as much as you can and to be as consistent as you can. Anyways, I'm gonna head on out of here. When we get back, I think we're gonna be feeding the cats and we're gonna be finishing up our calories. It was a good day. I'm gonna just keep saying it, man, because we had a good one. We got to really move around pretty freely. And I feel like whenever we have sessions like that, man, it's always hella nice because you really don't have to wait for much. You kind of just move around. Okay. Talking, man. I'm kind of just blabbering now. I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, stay consistent. I want to hear you guys skip me your cardio this winter. Have a good one.